Here's my Mario impression of the first Mario film. Wahoo! Here's my Mario impression of the new Mario movie. That was not even a Mario impression. That was just me. Oh, by the way, see this? It's my Mario shirt. I got it from Uniqlo. And I got that Mario Happy Meal. And I got freaking Peach. I got Peach. Depending on your expectations of the film, like what your wants, that's what matters. I went in wanting a Mario movie, and I went in thinking it would be fun and, goofy and silly, like a kids movie, because it is catered to kids. If you're going in expecting like an amazing story, like this is absolute cinema, you're not gonna get that. The animation, by the way, that is like the star of the film. It's beautiful. Every scene is just wow. Like visually, it's pleasing. Truly, it's an eye candy. But the story, it's all over the place. Like, you get the main overall story, but how they get there is basically hot potato. They move from one place to another, and not only it's the places that keep going around, it's the plots, the plot line that they have. Like, it's just a big hot potato, like the plot lines that they kind of set up. It just moves on to the next, then to the next, then to the next. It's not horrible. Like, I don't think it was like bad either. Like, if you are expecting a good story, yeah, I guess it is pretty bad, but I don't know. I don't remember the last Mario movie being like that amazing either. In fact, I think this movie felt more of a Mario adventure. First one kind of felt like a backstory of Mario, how he gets to like the Mushroom Kingdom, and like, the climax, like the middle towards like the end is what it felt like Mario. This film, it's like Mario like seasoned. Like, this guy actually knows like his way around, like his powers and all that. Like, he knows what's going on. But I don't know. I don't remember the story being like great either. I mean, it was good. It was a fun, entertaining film, but I didn't really pay attention if the story was like awesome. But a lot of people are complaining about the story, and I agree. It's not the best, but it's simple. I think the problem is because it's catered towards a kids film, they take advantage of that. They know deep down all these kids have short attention spans. But I think maybe you shouldn't do it that way, not cater to like their intellect, because kids these days are stupid. So really, instead of insulting the intelligence of that, maybe kind of make it a bit like less rushed, because I know a lot of adults are going in watching this film with their kids because they want to see Mario. The adults are probably not going to have a good time. But if you are an adult but you love Mario, I'm sure you'll have a good time. Like, I don't think you'll be like bored. I mean, if you are bored, I won't blame you, but I liked it. And I never played the Mario Galaxy game, by the way. I've played every other variation of the Mario games, like Mario Kart, Mario Party, Super Mario Bros., Super Mario World. So everything was like new to me, so it was really cool to see. But with that, I guess I should probably get into some of my complaints about the film and kind of emphasize more on what I mean by that. Here's your spoiler warning. Spoiler. Rosalina is not really a main character in this film. She's kind of just like she basically takes Peach's like role in most of the Mario Bros. Games, where she gets kidnapped. So at the very beginning, she gets kidnapped by not Mario. She gets kidnapped by Bowser Jr. Bowser Jr. takes her to like this like Bowser world, whatever. And he needs her to power up this like Boomsday cannon or whatever to annihilate the universe. And she is just in that cage throughout the whole movie. You don't get to see her again until the very end. Well, there are like a few scenes here and there, like seeing like what she's up to and whatever, or like, but really it's just her in a cage. That's really the whole thing for her. She does not play a role. The only time she stands out is literally the first 5 minutes. The scene of Rosalina in the trailers, that's all you get of her. There's nothing more. That is it. That is the only scene where Rosalina does something. It's kind of disappointing because I didn't play the Mario Galaxy game, but I thought she was like a major character in that. So I don't know why they didn't use her that much. Like, I get why she's like kidnapped. I get why, they had her kind of do that, but I don't know. It kind of felt disappointing. Like I mentioned, how plots kind of like go hot potato here and there. Anytime something wrong happens, it gets resolved like that. So, for example, Bowser, he might be turning into a new leaf, and he makes a sacrifice in which, you know, Mario and Luigi, they were about to go to jail, but he actually takes the fall for them, and he says, no, take me, your highness. It's like a planet of bees or whatever. Take me, your highness. And then Mario and Luigi gets out so they can find Peach and Toad and find Rosalina. Bowser gets imprisoned, and it's like, oh, okay, like, what's gonna happen now? He's in prison for like 2 seconds because Bowser Jr. literally shows up, picks him up, and boom. Anytime something like happens to a character, like a conflict, it's like just like that, just so they can move on to the next plot. And by the way, like I mentioned, Bowser is like kind of turning into a new leaf, right? So he kind of, we think at the very beginning, and they spent a good time on this, by the way, Bowser might be turning into a good guy, maybe, perhaps. I mean, he's still kind of Bowser, but maybe he's not as all evil as he may seem. Bowser Jr., he picks up Bowser and he, you know, reminds Bowser of all the things that Bowser has done and what they had planned to do ever since Bowser Jr. was a baby. You know, Bowser Jr., at one point, they see Mario and Luigi and, like, the gang. He, like, is about to kill them, but then Bowser's like, oh, wait, son, they suck, but I don't know if I want to kill them. Bowser Jr. instead just turns Mario and Luigi into babies. And then after, like, they get stranded in a different planet, Bowser Jr. still tells Bowser, you know what? Your friends suck, though. And then Bowser's like, oh, yeah, you're right. I really am evil. It's like, okay, like, why did you kind of explore, like, this idea where he may be a good guy? Or I don't know, maybe he's not as all bad, but then he just kind of reverts right back to being bad after his son is like, you are bad. You remember who you are. Know your roots. And it's like, oh, okay. Like, that is kind of odd. But it's not like the biggest issue, because one of the biggest issues I had, and it's not about the movie, by the way. First off, I want to mention, why the heck would you spoil that Fox is in the movie? The guy from the Star Fox series, by the way, doesn't really do much. I mean, he does something, but he's just kind of there for a cameo, really. Like, he doesn't really play that much of a major role. They kind of lore drop his, like, backstory. You get a Falco cameo and, like, other characters I'm not familiar with, because those are the only two I remember from the Smash Bros. Games. But he's there, but he doesn't do much. And there is a lot of cameo characters, by the way. There are tons of Easter eggs. You get Birdo. You get that 2D black silhouette from Smash Bros. I don't know his name. You get, you get that robot thing, Rob. I don't know. You get him, too. And at the very end, Daisy shows up. Really, this whole movie was just all over the place, just kind of throwing Easter eggs at you, like, oh, I know that one. Oh, yeah, that was in the Mario games. Oh, yeah, that one. The whole auditorium was so hyped to see every Easter egg, every reference there was. People were going nuts to butts on this movie, man. But overall, it's just a story that is just Mario and his gang. That's really it. I mean, it's just kind of there and for kids, but I can see why people were disappointed. I didn't really have like high expectations. I just knew the movie was still gonna be good because I do love the animation. It's super beautiful, but you're not really gonna get like an amazing story. I don't think the story is even that's close to being good. It's just basically Rosalina got kidnapped, Bowser Jr., and then Bowser Jr., he wants her to, like, power up that cannon because she has cosmic powers, and then they save her. Oh, yeah, and Peach and Rosalina are sisters. They do a backstory with that. That confused me. I never knew that. I don't know if that's canon to, like, the Mario lore. Is it? I don't know. Oh, yeah, another complaint that I had. So, like, the plot lines is kind of going switcheroo and whatever. This is another thing that they do focus on. Mario likes Peach. He doesn't admit it, but you know he does. You know he does like Peach. You know, Luigi and Yoshi, they try to convince him, you know, ask her the question, you know, will you go out with me, like kind of thing, you know, really trying to tell him, like, or convince him to confess to her his feelings to her, and he doesn't do that. There are scenes where he's like, he might or might not, but then something happens and they have to prioritize that, and then they'll kind of go back to it later. But at the very end, where they repair like Peach's kingdom, castle, whatever, you would probably expect, okay, maybe after the castle is done, you know, it's all set and beautiful, maybe Mario will ask her the question. Nope. Peach just gives him a peck on the cheek, and he's like, wahoo! And then he goes and puts the flag on the top of the castle to add the finishing touch. Credits roll. That's it. That's it. That is something that they kind of focused on for a good chunk of the film, and there's no resolution to that. We don't know if Mario gets together. Is that like the answer? But it's really just an implication. It's just a peck on the cheek. That's it. I mean, come on. Like, it's still really not that official that Mario and Peach are together yet. Like, what? It's still fun regardless, but it was like a fun, bad movie, I should say. That's kind of what it all was. Yeah, it's not the best, but it's still fun. It really depends on what you're trying to get from this film. I don't expect like a big lore, whatever. I just expect Mario and friends, and that's what I got. It was fun for me. I enjoyed it. If you want something more than that, you will be disappointed. But I think that's all I have to say. So yeah, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.